Ah. Oh. And we are in. We are in. Well, we will be in a minute when this thing loads. Oh. Never in my life. Never in my bloody life. Salamat pagi, good morning. 707, okay, escape. Let's lock in. Okay, where are we up to this morning? So we are in the first 30 minutes of my day. In the first 30 minutes of my day, I will have coffee, I will get my head straight, and then I will sit at the laptop. Because we have been told a lie on this whole 9 to 5 bullshit. You need to, rush around in the morning to get to a job you don't fucking like, to work for somebody you don't fucking like. No, 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 no. You want to work for yourself? It means waking up and working. It doesn't mean I'm going to wake up and I'm going to slowly do this, then I'm going to get in the car, I'm going to drive fast because I'm late for work, I'm stressed out, and I didn't drop the kids off on time. No, wake up, work. Wake up and lock in. Wake up and lock in. Good morning. Okay. Let's have a little CC. Good morning, all. I say good morning, all. I don't know where you're from. Could be middle of the night. What time is it in the UK? In the UK, it is 25 past 10. Right now, it is 25 past 6 in the morning. We have got a couple of programs to write this morning. We've got my own schedule to write this morning, and then we've got to move into clients at what time have we got clients? We've got clients at 7:30. 7:30 in the morning. Okay. Hey guys, good morning. AI is a powerful tool if you're using it correctly. If all you use AI for is to generate images of you and your perfect partner, wrong. Okay, so this morning, just before we get started, happy face. Thank you kindly. Okay, so this morning, my prompt is going to be, I want to spend the next 20 minutes learning about how to take my blueprint and my business to the next level. Okay. So I've been awake for 30, 40 minutes. And the first thing I want to do is I want to look into how do I improve what I am already doing and how do I take it to the next level. And that way, even while I'm just reading, all of it might not make sense. All of it might not be inclusive in what I actually do. But if you spend a certain amount of time training your AI, whatever you use, Gemini, ChatGPT, whatever it is, you spend a little bit of time training it, getting to know you in a degree, but not too personal, because I don't believe that the fucking internet should have everything about you. One of my favourite actors, Mr. Mark Wahlberg, is. Always better with the Boston accent, though, isn't he? Right, here we go. Here is the 20-minute audit to stop playing small and actually set this up to run from a laptop while you're swinging a garter in Varanasi. Interesting start. Excuse me. Okay, so we already know that the world doesn't need another fucking hydration coach. They need a terrifying example of what happens when a human severs their chains. Here we go. Here is how we turn your burn the script philosophy into a scalable, location-independent empire. Interesting. The digital ashram. Okay, this is what I like. This is what I like. Okay. Let's go. Stop thinking of YouTube as a content platform and start treating it as a broadcast of the war against mediocrity. Okay? Good start. We're not making fitness videos, we're documenting the return of the warrior archetype. So this is what I say to a lot of my clients. First of all, we need a goal. We always need a goal. If you just want to lose fat and you want to look good naked because you've got a wedding coming up in July, it's not going to be sustainable. If you want to strip down, I'm 36 years old. I've been doing this a long fucking time. If you want to actually live a longer, happier, more capable existence on this earth, then there's just certain precautions that you have to take. The first thing that you have to do is stop eating processed foods. We all do it because they taste fucking good. Okay, I get it. I completely understand. My habit with eating shit and eating sugar has always been a problem. To the point where up until I was 23, I was always the fat kid. I've always been the fat kid, okay? So going from that predisposition of, being called something for the majority of your childhood, and then stepping into adulthood and realizing, hey, all of this thing that I was never educated on as a kid. I was never educated on nutrition because all we had was frozen meals. We'd be eating smiley faces, beans, then whatever you got at school. And to be honest, I always used to just chase the sugar. I was always more looking forward to the dessert than I was looking forward to actually eating the food. The food was just, I don't know, it had to be heavy carbohydrates, fucking mostly fried. And I lost my mum 2 years ago to cancer. So when my mum first got diagnosed, the first thing I said to her was that we need to look at your diet, okay? Because she was a vegetarian that didn't eat veg, okay? Now, if you're heavily smashing your system with carbohydrates all the time and all you're eating is processed carbohydrates, you literally become a walking carbohydrate. You're not feeding, you don't need to be a bodybuilder to understand the fact that your body needs muscle to run. Your ligaments, your tendons, your inflammation in your joints, like all of these things come from your diet. So trying to have a conversation with somebody about sorting their diet out is actually one of the most difficult things I think I've ever had to do. Plain and simply because a lot of people just don't care. They don't care until something big steps up. Heart attack, stroke, somebody close to them passes away. You know, there's always like a key moment. You know, I stopped drinking 2.5 years ago. I stopped drinking alcohol, and it's like it took a big moment for me to stop drinking alcohol. It wasn't just like, all right, yeah, this is. I know it's bad for me, but oh fuck it, I'll just continue anyway. No, it took something big for me to do that. Right. What forgot? What forgot? Documenting. So I am literally sat here, okay. Oh, Carl, bloody hell, bless your little heart. Just before I continue, Carl, let's just come here. Did you think while your fingers were typing that comment out that you were going to be super original? Did you? Did you think, oh, this is going to be the first time that anybody has ever said this, and it's going to be funny? Oh, anyway. Thank you for spreading your insecurities on the internet, Carl. Good morning. Glad that you're here. You might learn something. Right, let's have a go. Anyway, okay, moving in. The narrative arc, the World Warrior, you have the Mace, the Garda, and 15 years of calisthenics mastery. You also have plans for Sumba and Varanasi. This isn't a vacation. This is the arc of your show. Filming. All right, filming. I always forget to film the most important stuff. Because sometimes I just like to live. I don't like to fucking film everything all the time. You know, you see people setting cameras up to eat their meals in a restaurant, and I'm like, I don't really feel comfortable doing that, so I don't do it. Maybe to my own detriment, but I just don't do it. If I want to talk about food, then I can sit and I can talk about food, and we can talk about nutrition, and we can have a look at what it is that's going wrong, and I can see it by writing it down. But filming it all the time, absolutely not. 112 6-pack, 8-pack, whole foot hot dog. What the fuck? What even is that comment? Come on. Right, filming. We're gonna ditch the clean gym setups. We need the sunny aesthetic, volcanic, raw, muted silence. Film the Mace work in the dirt, in the heat, against the chaos of India and the isolation of Indonesia. So I want to go to Varanasi very soon, preferably for my birthday, right? So I want to go out and I want to go to the Hanuman strength gyms. I want to go to the Akara pits, and I want to train with the old school ancient methodologies, because modern training, apart from calisthenics, weighted calisthenics, most modern training now bores the fuck out of me. You will not catch me stood in a mirror doing a bicep curl. Absolutely not. No, not doing it. Fucking hate that shit. I mean, put a towel in between a kettlebell and then we can get that grip strength on the bicep curls. Absolutely. Perfect. But standing there just, no, because I'm isolating something. Then this is not connecting to the rest of my fucking body. How many pull-ups can you do? Completely dependent, mate, on what I've trained. If I was completely fresh, about 22, 23, I don't really go for high volume in pull-ups. I usually add weight. So once I get to a certain level, once you can complete 10, 12 really nice form, chest to bar. So none of this throwing the chin over the bar, but we're pulling the bar to the chest. All right. What we want to do from there is add weight. Okay. Literally add weight. Are you in the best shape of your life? No. No, there's always more work to be done. There's always more work to be done. Always. There's always something left in the tank. Like right now, I'm 36 years old. You know, we've still got this down at the bottom here. We've still got the water. We've still got that little bit of a skin. But as far as actual shape and physicality goes, my ability, my level at 36 years old, I'm a fucking animal. Yeah, yeah. And I don't say that through ego. I say that through, I prove it to myself every day by fucking showing up. Like I show up every single day, even when I'm tired. Like this morning now, you know, it's fucking 6:30. I've got clients at 7:30. I've got a client from 9 till 10. But when that 10 o'clock mark hits, I'm going into the gym. I'm going to lock in and I'm going to do more for myself than I have for other people. Are you stronger now and more athletic than you were in your 20s? Absolutely. Yes, 100%. 100% stronger now than I was in my 20s. If 36-year-old me met 26-year-old me, punch him in the face and tell him to sort his shit out. That's it. That is literally what it'd be. Terry Badu, come and put a mouth guard in, jump in the cage. We'll have that conversation face to face, but we wouldn't do that because we've got a keyboard. Oh, Carl's got a friend. Oh, Carl, do you feel better now? This is what I love. This is what I love about trolls on live streams. It's funny. It's like they find little friends that are also receding, and fucking funny. Okay, right. Can you handle? But Carl, you're my number one fan. How do you feel? How do you feel that you came in here to try and give me some shit, but you've got a little badge next to your name saying that you are my number one fan? Oh, that's fucking cute. Always on your side. Run, Ricky. Yeah, man. All is fucking beautiful, mate. Like, genuinely beautiful. I've got a friend in the ICU at the minute who had a motorbike accident on Saturday, so that's a bit shit. Yeah, that's not good at all. But that's a different fucking thing. I'm gonna have to go to the hospital again later. Spending quite a few hours a day up there at the minute. Still not woken up. The accident happened on Saturday night, early hours Sunday morning. So yeah. Terry, mate, if you only knew. Okay, kid. I live in a hostel. That's cute. Thank you for that assumption. Jamie, hello from Sheffield. Did you just spell because? C-O-S. Interesting. Is it a hostel or is it jail? The actual clinical fuck. Anyway, let's get back to it because that's just okay. In fact, we can use this as a perfect example. We can use this as a great example. So when we're talking about fat loss, when we're talking about weight loss, when we're talking about progress in any form, there's always going to be distraction. There's always going to be nitty little fucking things that you personally have always turned back to. So if you've always turned back to, I don't know, chocolate, then life gets a little bit stressful. You get distracted, you go boom, straight back to the chocolate. So it's about relearning and rewiring exactly what you want and what you have to do to get there. So no matter how the fuck you feel on that day, you just need to do it. And that's why it's easy just to have it literally written down in front of what I am eating today. Okay, it's not negotiable. It's not negotiable at all. Doesn't matter how you feel, doesn't matter what happens in that day. None of that matters. This is the only thing that is true. I'm going to have this, and this. That is it. Do that for a 12-week period and watch your entire fucking body change. Not just your body, but also your mind. Your gut is your first brain. So everything that you eat is processed in your body. It's in your gut, okay? And when your gut is sending messages and firing signals up to the brain, what's happening? You are literally eating so much shit that all that fucking neurobiology, all those signals, they're all blocked. They're all over the fucking place. So you're thinking like shit, you know, I'm depressed, I'm anxious. Yeah, probably because you eat shit. Like, you eat shit, you don't drink enough water, you don't have enough fucking sleep. It's insane. Oh, Kyle, bless your fucking soul, sir. Like, bless your actual soul. Okay, right, here we go. Yeah, I lost my best friend in 2019 due to a motorcycle accident hit by a drunk driver. Hope everybody has a fast recovery. Yeah, Ricky, I think it's a she. I think she'll be all right. She's got she's in a coma at the minute. She's got a bleed on the brain, but fuck. Is your fat percentage below 10? Patrick, I think it's around 10 right now, mate. But I've still got this The older you get, mate, the harder this bit is to get rid of. It's just fucking skin now at the bottom. You know, it's literally just fucking, you see this? But it's more just skin and water, mate. I'm not really fucking bothered, mate. I'm not really bothered. If it starts to, you know, like if weight loss or if fat loss starts to affect me when I'm sparring. So like last night we did 8 rounds. We did 4 light rounds, 4 heavy rounds. The first 4 rounds, nice and light, I'm like, right, okay, my energy's quite high. When we stepped up the pace and we went into the heavy rounds, I found myself, especially the last 2 rounds, flagging a bit. But that's because yesterday, the day before yesterday, I tried to modify my diet. So I tried to change too much in one day. So the second that the diet starts affecting performance, I'm not gonna fuck with it. If it starts affecting my performance, I'll have to make some changes. Right, okay. Every video is a lesson in strength and devotion. You're on teaching a rep scheme, you're teaching an ancestral training, the algorithm of truth. 1 p.m. is your posting window, hit with the precision format, longer form. Informative, have your plan, break down the mace, narrate it like a philosophy lecture, why we swing the guard, crush the ego, not just the lats. Unfucking yourself. Fixing the reflection, using smash the mirror, chain break protocol, metaphysically capable, but spiritual. Who is it for? I like this. Bum bum. Hello, brother. Hello. What is my name? It's should it not be on your screen? Anyway, right. Men who are physically capable but spiritually gelded. Perfect. What is the audience? What is that audience, literally? I was trying to give out free game. You being a bum. Ricky, that's just people, bro. That's just people. Honestly, it actually blows my mind. That actually blows my mind. Why don't you read my chart, bro? Did you ever send me a request to read your chart? Okay. Physical work is the vessel. Sermon, weekly, group call, tear down the excuses with dark humor and truth. Programming. The physical work is the vessel. Make workouts, the mind shuts up. Identity reconstruction, price it accordingly, high ticket, lifestyle, camera, key image, camera image, total budget. See, this is the fucking problem. 30-day World Warrior content. You have... Boom. What have you learned in life the hard way? Fuck. Jesus Christ. A lot, mate, to be honest with you. I genuinely believe that's why I'm here. I believe I'm here to learn things the hard way so that I can experience them and then tell people it's not that bad. Yeah, a lot, bro. A lot. I'd say one of the biggest things I learned the hard way is pay your fucking parking tickets. That's something that I learned the fucking hard way. What spirituality do you follow? Okay, so Jane, I wouldn't say that there is any specifics around spirituality. People have this misconception about religion and spirituality, which is that, you know, your spirituality it has to have a label on it. You know, sometimes spirituality can literally look like black coffee and a fucking cigarette first thing in the morning while you sit and you gather your thoughts. And For me, I believe that we are all one. We are all connected. We are a collective consciousness, and we are literally the universe experiencing itself in human form. I believe that I am you, you are me, we are fucking tree. And it took me a little while to get to that. You know, I am not religious. If I was forced to pick a religion, I would pick Hindu. Obviously, I live in a Hindu country. But this right here, my garden. Oh, Carl with your bed sit, you silly cunt. Yeah, in my garden, this especially, that's where I find my fucking peace. Or if it's raining, that's where I find my peace. What's your story? Philosophy. Yes, absolutely. You're right about your philosophy. I don't know. I just can't see it any other way now. I think once your mind has been open and once your eyes have been open to a certain way of life, and I think once there's been too many coincidences in your existence to be able to accept anything else for truth, you don't know. You just get to a point where you just dissolve the ego. You know, dissolve the ego. Living with your mum. My mum died 2 years ago, Carl. It's actually the reason that I live where I live right now. But that's okay because I genuinely feel sorry for people like you. Like honestly, can you imagine? Okay, guys, let's just imagine we're all Carl. Now let's just imagine that we have a wife or a partner or a girlfriend, and your wife or your partner or your girlfriend, hey Carl, what do you do in your spare time? Oh, I like to go on the internet and I like to jump into strangers conversations and try and see if I can be insulting. Yes, in fact, I reckon getting laid is exactly what you need, sir. Jesus fucking Christ, what a sad existence. Anyway, let's leave Carl to just keep pushing the algorithm. 6-year-old's drawing pad. Oh, Mike, you're original. You are fucking original. If you want to learn as much as you can, one of the best things I would suggest is running your Vedic astrology. So run your Vedic astrology. Find out what's in your chart. Find out exactly what your position is in this fucking existence. So you can better understand where to move to next. Sit you down again. Oops. Oops. Okay, let's have a little look, see. Yeah, if you've not run it, hello from Poland. Good morning. What do you want to learn about, Jane? What do you want to learn about? What interests you the most about this simple game that we call life? Bloody hell. Do you know, I should probably sit with some fucking music on in there, shouldn't I? Never have any music on. Too early. Too early for music. What are we on? 30 minutes. 30 bloody minutes. What an interesting 30 minutes, guys. Huh? Bloody lovely. Yeah. Manchester originally, mate. Right. Okay, we're loading. We are in. Zoom out for focus too much on the travel on the mace. Mr. Biological and astrological warfare you're actually waging. You're not just a finished course traveling with a camera. You're a biological and spiritual experiment in real time, running 200 grass-fed organic cutting out seed oils, operating under the influence of a Purva Bhadrapada. Purva Bhadrapada, my guy from India, explain Purva Bhadrapada for me. Boom. Do you work remotely? Yes. Yes, I do. Steak and eggs. Love steak and eggs. It's been a while since I've actually had steak, you know. I prefer just whacking some beef mince in a wrap. Which one, Lauren? Which one? What kind of work do you do? I literally coach online, mate. I literally coach online. So I predominantly work with grief and addiction, but then I also work in ancestral training methodologies, basically human design. Um, yeah, I kind of figured out my own little system. I got a bit pissed off and a bit sick of the whole generic fitness space. People trying to sell 12-week programs, you know, like, oh, 12 weeks and you can have the best fucking thing. And it's like, that's not real. You know, it took 13 years of my life to consciously develop the mindset that I have. The body thing, yeah, look, you know, if a client comes to me and says, hey, I've got a holiday in July, I'm like, nope, sorry, don't want to work with you. It's not for me. It is literally not for me. Because if you are only doing it for a certain goal, for a certain time frame, then it's not sustainable. And then all I'm doing is setting you up to fail. So I will not work with that. I want to work with literally my whole company is the mind body movement. So I spend more time trying to work with people on their mind, their mindset, and their perspective on this little existence that we call life than I do, and using my own experience as well. I don't speak about anything that I haven't lived personally. And so taking it from the mind to the body to your spirituality, how all those three things connect, and then how we can put that into our existence. Going through grief and addiction. I'm trying to break out of it after my fiance passed away. Really gave up and developed some healthy habits. So that right there, that's your story. Sorry to hear about your fiance, mate, genuinely. But that's your story. That's your why. That is quite literally your why. So you are now in a place where what you do next will be, you know, you say you want to work remotely, you say you want to like work online so you can get out of the country. Number one, I would advise anybody who is in Europe right now, especially the UK, to get the fuck out as fast as you can. It's not getting any better. But number two is like what decisions you make now are going to be the next steps in your story. So you're at a turning point now where you're like, right, okay, you know, I've developed these unhealthy habits, but one of the good things is that you're super self-aware, already aware enough to realize and understand that you've developed these habits. Some people do not see them happening, and before it's too late, it's done. So recognize it. Then you need to say, right, this is what I want to do with my life, or there's a rough idea of what I want to do with my life. Now, what do I need to do every day? Forget about 2 weeks from now, forget about a year from now. Just think about your daily habits, your daily rituals, your daily routine. What do I need to do today to be able to turn this story around and then be able to help other people? Because if you're working for the money never comes. If you're working, I mean, don't get me wrong, if you've got a boss and you're working a 9 to 5, yeah, fair enough. But I found working for yourself, when you're actually heavily focused on the people, that's where it comes. Been clean for 11 years. Yes, Kelly. Beautiful. Well done. Born in Glasgow. I'm in the US. What are we on? 35. 35. Okay, Mr. Criminal Cracktivity. I don't know your name, mate. So that's what I'm gonna have to put out there. Oh, on a serious note, mate, my Instagram is exactly the same as my YouTube. So if you want to send me a message on Instagram, that is my main platform. Then I'll be happy to fucking send you a free little guide over, mate, to try and give you a little bit of direction on how to turn it into a reality. Everybody, including Carl, I am gonna go. I've got shit to do. We have hit that 35 minutes, and yeah, appreciate you being here. I need another coffee. ready to start the fucking day. Have a great day wherever you are in the world.